Hi, I'm Sherry Tolbert, and just here to do a year-end wrap-up with you. A lot of people don't really know what that means. What should we do at year-end? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Your approach for wrapping up your year-end bookkeeping will be different depending on whether you have someone outside your office do it or someone inside and you're looking at it all the time, or if you're doing it. Several things you want to look for are, have the bank accounts and all the loans and the credit cards been reconciled every month for the whole year? That is the process that makes it where you know everything's included. So that's the first thing I would check. After your accounts are, you make sure everything's reconciled. That's the loans, the credit cards, and the bank accounts. The next thing that should be done is just take a look at the balance sheet. And all the accounts that are behaving normally should appear as positive numbers, except for depreciation and amortization are going to be negative because depreciation is decreasing the value of your fixed assets. But let's say your fixed assets were negative. Well, that would mean whatever stuff you own is worth less than zero. That's not possible. So you would know that one's wrong. Sometimes when people are going through and doing the accounting as they go along, something got coded the wrong place. So that would be a really good clue that something was wrong. Another one that I see fairly often is a negative credit card account. That would mean that you overpaid the credit card. I just really don't see that happen very often. So maybe a payment got put in there before the expenses were put in. So you're going to be looking for all those things on the balance sheet. Is everything in a positive or normal stance? After we've looked to see that the balance sheet is everything is accounted for and seems to be falling correctly, it's interesting to look at a comparison of last year and this year at year end. So just going through and seeing those things is helpful, especially on the income and expense. Let's say this year your advertising expense is showing up as $28,000 and last year it was $2,000. Wonder did we really spend that much more on advertising? And you would know that in your gut. Or is something not coded correctly? So you're looking for just, is this making sense? Is it reasonable? Just the top level numbers, are things reasonable? Another year-end exercise would be to note any fixed assets or vehicles that you bought over the course of this last year. If they're significant dollar amounts, like a vehicle, you're going to want to have the purchase document, the receipt, the invoice, whatever, made available to your tax preparer because that's going to make a difference in preparing your taxes. If you built a new building, if you had large amount of legal fees, sometimes a business startup will have a large amount, or if you're defending in a lawsuit, or if maybe you're starting a different side of the business that needs some more legal protection or adding legal protection. Those are good things to have receipts for. Last few things, be sure that any retirement contribution you're going to make gets calculated and put on the books properly. Be sure that any bonuses are paid out in time to be captured onto the books correctly. And any other insurance or benefits that you have for your employees is being captured correctly so that it can show up correctly on your tax return. With all those things, you should be able to wrap up the year. Thank you. Hope y'all join us again soon. Bye.